So we are at the next step where it's extremely important to make sure our pins look exactly as we wanted it to look. Here you can see we have a few things we can have control of. First of all, the road, as I've said, is just like for testing purposes, so that you can test different pages and see how your pins would look on different pages. Second of all, it's very important we have the prompt here, and basically it's like a specific AI prompt on how to generate title and description. We can see already that our title and description is like different. Make a Caribbean Mist cocktail tonight, or here how to make a Caribbean Mist drink. So it's different on every pin. It's unique. It's SEO optimized already, but you can specify how exactly you want to have it. For instance, you can specify that, hey, I want to have it question based. And for instance, you can also say, and every description with save for later. Then once we've done it, we just hit regenerate, and it will regenerate pins only like for this road based on this prompt. Another thing which we can do is if you have non-English website, you can also specify the language here, which you want to use. There are quite a lot of languages supported, so yeah, you can also use it. While it's regenerating pins for us, I will proceed with the fonts. So basically you can either choose from some different presets of fonts, which can be used for the pins, or you can specify some kind of your own font groups. For instance, I want to use here Roboto, I want to use here like this one. I'm not sure you can see the last one, but you can also press here randomize to like see different types of templates and how it can look. So yeah, you can play with it. And lastly, regarding fonts, you can also upload your own custom font. In BlogToPin, we don't have the same number of fonts as, for instance, in Canva, because most of these fonts, they are extremely expensive to buy for a software. It would cost like a fortune for me, but you can download them for personal use and upload it to Pinterest, so you can also give it a try. We can also see that our prompt, our regeneration just finished, and we can take a look that it starts with the title. It starts with the question, and in the description it's always save for later. We can also see that for this one it's also save for later, and here it's also the question, and here we can also see that it's the question and save for later. One important thing to note here is that you can't really edit the pins here. It's important that you can just like, these are the drafts, and here in this like whole onboarding section, it's very important that you just create the pins which are all right for you, which are good enough, and then at the next step, when you generate pins 1 month in advance, you'd be able to edit each specific pin. So once we are satisfied with the color palettes, with the fonts, we can proceed with the color palettes. We can either choose from some different preset of color palettes, or we can add different colors. You can also hover on each color to see how pins would look. You can also create a new custom color, or you can create a new custom color based on some existing color by pressing plus here. So you can do quite a lot here, and when you're satisfied, let's imagine that this green is good enough for me, you just proceed. You can also press save settings. It's important to save settings when you made some changes which you are satisfied with. Now we get to the templates. Here are all the templates which are available in BlogToPin. If you don't like certain templates, you can add custom templates from Canva and just use it. It's extremely powerful, and I have a separate video on that in the playlist. You can take a look at that. But for now, we'll work with the existing templates we have. We can switch here between the all templates and the selected templates. Also, you can enable each template by clicking on it, or disable each template by clicking on it. Also, when template is enabled, you can specify certain color palettes to use for it. So basically, because we have here green color palettes enabled, we have 5 color palettes enabled, and these 5 color palettes are enabled for basically every template. But we can, I don't know, understand that, hey, we don't want to use this one here, and we can disable it. You can also here press on each color palette in this like preview section to see how each color palette would look like. It's also available when you can enable, you can disable them. Another important thing is you can edit them. You cannot edit like really a lot, but you can still edit something. You can resize the text, you can adjust the font here, you can adjust some kind of outline. Maybe you want the outline to be smaller. You can adjust also the color of outline. You can adjust the colors, and you can keep the colors from the color palette, and or you can add some custom colors. It's also available. And another important thing is here for each template we have the concept of prompts. We take a closer look at this at the adding custom template from Canva, but just like to give you a general understanding, you can see that here, for instance, for this template, we have a Best Caribbean Mist title on the template, but if we look at the full title, it's won the Best Caribbean Mist cocktail recipe. So why is it so? It is so because for this, for instance, template, we have a special prompt, basically generate a super short title, 3-4 words, maximum 24 characters. It must be like natural, grammatically correct, blah blah blah. So it has a lot of words here to specify how exactly we want to look it shortened, because not in all the cases. You can see that here, if we leave here the full title, the full Pinterest pin title, it would be very long. We obviously want to keep our Pinterest pin title SEO optimized, so it covers all the long tail keywords and grabs attention. But when we are adding text to our pin template itself, we probably want it to be shortened, smaller, and like be bigger font size. So that's why you can specify for each template custom AI prompt. For instance, for this one, or for instance, like for this one, you can see that there is no prompt at all. That's why the whole text would be visible here. But if we specify here something like use only 2 words here, name of the recipe, we can press test the output to see how it would look like. Testing. And here we can see that Caribbean Mist. So despite the Pinterest pin title, it won the perfect Caribbean Mist cocktail. The pin title is Caribbean Mist. We can also resize it and proceed if we are satisfied with how the pin looks. Lastly, one small important thing is that there are certain types of pin templates which you just can't edit, unfortunately. For instance, this one you can't edit, and a few others as well, but majority of them you can edit. And yeah, you can resize it, you can change the colors, change the outlines, change the font size. You can also change where exactly you take this text from, but I don't think you should change it. So you can do quite a lot here to make sure that pins look exactly as you want them to look. Another important thing, of course, during the perfect pins is making sure you have good images here. I have a separate video on that. But as for now, I'm satisfied with the results. I can just press save the settings, and that's all. See you in the next video.